thought returns to me from somewhere I forgot to see. It settles softly in my chest, as if it knew I needed rest. The gentle echo of its tone reminds me I was never stone, and in that fragile little spark I meet the warmth within the dark, where my small heart wakes again. Life feels softer than it's been, even when the days grow long. I still hear a tender song. A memory drifts in subtle lines between the shadows it refines. It glimmers like a fading mark that still survives the deepest dark. The quiet breath I almost lost returns without demanding cost, and through that faint unspoken call I feel my courage slowly fall. Even when the world feels wide, little hearts stay warm inside, where my small heart wakes again. Life feels softer than it's been, even when the days grow long. I still hear a tender song. A single thought I let slip through finds its way back calm and true, and in its simple, gentle rise I see my life with clearer eyes. The night grows still, a moment stays, a quiet guide for quieter days. For every spark I thought was gone becomes the light I walk upon. A tiny spark beneath the night appears without a warning light. It settles softly in my view and colors dusk in something new. The quiet hum inside my chest begins its slow and careful rest, and in that glow so faint and small I feel a rise I can't recall. Spark beneath the open sky lifts my weary soul up high. Even when my faith feels thin, hope begins to breathe again. The distant stars fall into line, The night stays dark, the spark stays bright, a silent guide through shifting light. For every flame the night reveals becomes the path my spirit heals.
The sleepless hour drifts in slow, a quiet place where shadows grow. Yet in the dark a subtle gleam awakens warmth I used to dream. A gentle pull inside my chest reminds me what I once confessed. And through that soft returning trace I feel the calm I used to chase. Warmth in this sleepless hour finds me like a fragile flower. Even when the night feels long, memory hums its tender song. The window hums in muted air, a distant thought hangs waiting there. Its gentle glow, its softened tone feels like a truth I should have known. The quiet deepens where I lie, a hush that almost forms a sigh. And in that dim and resting space I breathe a name I can't erase. Even when the past feels gone, warmth returns and lingers on. Warmth in this sleepless hour finds me like a fragile flower. Even when the night feels long, memory hums its tender song. A flicker moves across the room, lifting pieces from the gloom. And in that subtle glowing thread I hold the life I thought had fled. The night stays still, the hour remains, yet something soft runs through my veins. For every warmth I thought would fade comes back to me in quiet shade. A gentle wind drifts through the day and brings your memory my way. Its faintest touch along my face revives a time I can't replace.
The sun leans low across across the blue, as if it still remembers you. And in that warm, familiar trace, I feel my heartbeat change its pace.
When the wind remembers you, love returns in shades of blue. Even when the years have flown, your echo hums beneath my own. Distant laugh along the street sounds like the one we used to meet. Its tender ring, its softened tone makes me recall what we had grown. The quiet ache behind my the fading skies, and through the hush of afternoon, your memory sings a gentle tune. Even when the days turn new, still the wind carries you. When the wind remembers you, love returns in shades of blue. Even when the years have flown, your echo hums beneath my own. A single moment in the breeze unlocks the part I try to ease.
And in its soft embracing glide, I find the love I kept inside. The daylight fades, the breeze grows thin, yet something warm remains within. For every memory time withdrew still circles back to lead me to you. The morning slips across my bed, a quiet glow and gentle spread. It brushes softly on my eyes and fills the room with warm sunrise. A tender breeze begins to play and lifts the weight of yesterday. Within its bright and drifting shine, I feel the day becoming mine. Morning made of light and peace lets my restless worry cease. Even when the nights felt long, daybreak hums a hopeful song. The day unfolds, the sunlight stays, a quiet friend for brighter days. For every start the morning gives becomes the way my whole self lies.
The evening wind moves slow and clear, a quiet touch I almost hear. It grazes lightly past my chest and wakes a thought I never guessed. A subtle calm begins to rise, like distant truths behind my eyes. And in that soft, unraveling tone, I meet a heart I thought unknown. Where the evening breeze within, I feel something warm begin. Even when the day felt cold, gentle winds remind my soul. The fading sky turns muted gray as shadows drift the other way. Their silent forms across the land feel like reflection I can't command. The breeze reveals what words can't hold, a fragile trace of thoughts untold. And through the dusk's embracing sweep, I sense a truth that stirs too deep. Even when the light grows thin, evening breathes me back again. Where the evening breathes within, I feel something warm begin. Even when the day felt cold, gentle winds remind my soul. A quiet sigh moves slowly through the open sky. And in that hush of fading blue, I find a part I never knew. The night comes soft, the wind moves on, yet leaves a warmth that isn't gone. For every breeze the evening gave becomes the strength my heart will save.
I waited for the phone to ring, as if it changed everything. The quiet sat beside my bed, repeating words we never said. A shadow moved across the floor like memories I can't ignore. And in the space your voice once filled, my longing stayed too loud, too still. The call that never came tonight left me holding fading light. Even when I try to sleep, your silence pulled me far too deep. The clock can slip without a sound as hope kept circling around. Each passing minute softly pressed the truth I couldn't yet confess. A quiet ache grew in my chest, a tender pain that knows me best. And through the dim and patient air I felt your absence everywhere. Even when the night fell long, silence proved my love was strong. The call that never came tonight left me holding fading light. Even when I try to sleep, your silence pulled me far too deep. The empty tones behind the line reminded me what wasn't mine. And in that stillness of the room I found the shape of your undoing. The night moved on, the dawn grew near, but left you quiet, lingering here. For every ring I hoped would fall became the night I missed your call. A single phrase stayed in my throat, a fragile half unwritten note. It trembled close to reaching you, but froze before it followed through. Its echo lingers in my chest, a quiet ache I can't arrest. And in the space it never crossed, I feel the weight of what was lost. The words I couldn't give that night still flicker in the fading light. Even though the moment passed, their shadow holds me tight and fast. Your footsteps drift beyond my mind, a distant trace I still can't find. The silence you left in your wake outlives the sound my voice could make. If I had spoken one soft line, perhaps your hand would still meet mine. Yet through the hush that stayed instead, I live with things I never said. Even when the years move on, unspoken words refuse to be gone. The words I couldn't give that night still flicker in the fading light. Even though the moment passed, their shadow holds me tight and fast. those missing lines return to speak. The dawn arrives, the hurt remains, a quiet pulse within my veins. For love I failed to bring to voice still haunts the silence of my choice.
Kept your message on my phone, half-written words I couldn't know. They linger there, trembling like too soft to send, too close to mine. Each night I read it one more time, a quiet ache and borrowed rhyme. And in the glow of pale blue light, I meet the man who lost the fight. The draft I never sent to you still holds the truth I couldn't do. Even when I try to move, your name returns, it doesn't lose. The screen reflects my tired face, a fading hope I can't erase. Its silent words still pull me near, like echoes only I can hear. If I had pressed the final key, would you have turned your heart to me? But now that line remains unsaid, a love suspended, left for dead. Even when I try again, unsent words remain the same. The draft I never sent to you still holds the truth I couldn't do. Even when I try to move, your name returns, it doesn't lose. A quiet glow inside the dark still burns me with its subtle mark. And in that silent tapped out plea, I face the man I used to be. The night grows thin, the screen fades out, but leaves behind a trace of doubt. For every word I couldn't send stays with me where the nights don't end.
The rain begins its gentle fall, a softened rhythm barely small. It paints the window in a haze and loosens thoughts of crowded days. A quiet warmth begins to grow between the drops that fall so slow. And in that calm, uncertain hue, I feel my heart turn something new. Soft rain through the window pane washes off my hidden pain. Even when the world feels tight, peace returns in muted light. something true. A quiet hum beneath the sky unfolds the fears I kept too high. A tender breath along my skin invites the stillness drifting in, and through the cool and steady fall I hear my pulse grow gentle small. Even when the rain feels cold, warmth inside begins to hold. Soft rain through the window pane washes off my hidden pain. Even when the world feels tight, peace returns in muted light. A single drop rolls down the glass, like moments I can't grasp or pass. Yet in its slow descending glide, I find the calm I lost inside. The rain grows thin, the light returns, but leaves a softness as it burns. For every drop that touched my day left quiet hope along the way. A quiet thought returns to me from somewhere I forgot to see. It settles softly in my chest, as if it knew I needed rest. The gentle echo of its tone reminds me I was never stone, and in that fragile little spark I meet the warmth within the dark. Where my small heart wakes again, life feels softer than it's been. Even when the days grow long, I still hear a tender song. A memory drifts in subtle lines between the shadows it refines. It glimmers like a fading mark, but still survives the deepest dark. The quiet breath I almost lost returns without demanding cost, and through that faint unspoken call I feel my courage slowly fall. Even when the world feels wide, little hearts stay warm inside. Where my small heart wakes again, life feels softer than it's been. Even when the days grow long, I still hear a tender song. A single thought I let slip through finds its way back calm and true, and in its simple silence stays a quiet guide for quieter days. For every spark I thought was gone becomes the light I walk upon. A tiny spark beneath the night appears without a warning light. It settles softly in my view and colors dusk in something new. The quiet hum inside my chest begins its slow and careful rest, and in that glow so faint and small I feel a rise I can't recall. Spark beneath the open sky lifts my weary soul up high. Even when my faith feels thin, hope begins to breathe again. The distant stars fall into line, as if they know this spark is mine. Their muted shine across the blue turns every doubt a lighter hue. A gentle warmth along my hand reminds me where I choose to stand, and through the stillness of the air I sense a future forming there. Even when the night feels long, tiny sparks can make me strong. Spark beneath the open sky lifts my weary soul up high. Even when my faith feels thin, hope begins to breathe again. A quiet note inside the wind hums a tune I once had pinned in its soft unfolding rise. I see my life with clear eyes. The night stays dark, the spark stays bright, a silent guide through shifting light. For every flame the night reveals becomes the path my spirit heals.
The sleepless hour drifts in slow, a quiet place where shadows grow. Yet in the dark a subtle gleam awakens warmth I used to dream. A gentle pull inside my chest reminds me what I once confessed, and through that soft returning trace I feel the calm I used to chase. Warmth in this sleepless hour, distant thought hangs waiting there. Its gentle glow, its softened tone feels like a truth I should have known. The quiet deepens where I lie, a hush that almost forms a sigh. And in that dim and resting space I breathe a name I can't erase. Even when the past feels gone, warmth returns and lingers on. Warmth in this sleepless hour finds me like a fragile flower. Even when the night feels long, memory hums its tender song. A flicker moves across the room, lifting pieces from the gloom. And in that subtle glowing thread I hold the life I thought had fled. The night stays still, the hour remains, yet something soft runs through my veins. For every warmth I thought would fade comes back to me in quiet shade. A gentle wind drifts through the day and brings your memory my way. Its faintest touch along my face revives a time I can't replace.
The sun leans low across the blue, as if it still remembers you. And in that warm, familiar trace, I feel my heartbeat change its pace.
When the wind remembers you, love returns in shades of blue. Even when the years have flown, your echo hums beneath my own. Distant laugh along the street sounds like the one we used to meet. It's tender in its softened tone, makes me recall what we had grown. The quiet ache behind my eyes rises with the fading skies, and through the hush of afternoon, your memory sings a gentle tune. Even when the days turn new, still the wind carries you. When the wind remembers you,
The daylight fades, the breeze grows thin, yet something warm remains within. For every memory time withdrew still circles back to lead me to you. The morning slips across my bed, a quiet glow and gentle spread. It brushes softly on my eyes and fills the room with warm sunrise. A tender breeze begins to play and lifts the weight of yesterday. Within its bright and drifting shine, I feel the day becoming mine. Morning made of light and peace lets my restless worries cease. Even when the nights felt long, daybreak hums a hopeful song. A cup of warmth between my hands feels like a truth my heart understands. The window hums a waking tune as sunlight sweeps the fading moon. The world begins a quieter spin and breathes a calm beneath my skin. And through the soft expanding glow, I sense my smile begin to grow. Even when the dawn is slow, happiness begins to show. Morning made of light and peace lets my restless worries cease. Even when the nights fell long, daybreak hums a hopeful song. A simple joy in every line reminds me I am doing fine. And in that gentle morning air, my spirit rises free from care. The day unfolds, the sunlight stays, a quiet friend for brighter days. For every start the morning gives becomes the way my whole self lives.
The evening wind moves slow and clear. A quiet touch I almost hear. It grazes lightly past my chest and wakes a thought I never guessed. A subtle calm begins to rise, like distant truths behind my eyes. And in that soft, unraveling tone, I meet a heart I thought I'd known. where the evening breeze within, I feel something warm begin. Even when the day felt cold, gentle winds remind my soul. The fading sky turns muted gray as shadows drift the other way. Their silent forms across the land feel like reflection I can't command. The breeze reveals what words can't hold, a fragile trace of thoughts untold. And through the dusk's embracing sweep, I sense a truth that stirs too deep. Even when the light grows thin, evening brings me back again. Where the evening breathes within, I feel something warm begin. Even when the day felt cold, gentle winds remind my soul. A quiet sigh moves slowly through the open sky, and in that hush of fading blue, I find a part I never knew. The night comes soft, the wind moves on, yet leaves a warmth that isn't gone. For every breeze the evening gave becomes the strength my heart will save.
I waited for the phone to ring, as if it changed everything. The quiet sat beside my bed, repeating words we never said. A shadow moved across the floor like memories I can't ignore. Your voice once filled my longing, stayed too loud, too still. The call that never came tonight left me holding fading light. Even when I try to sleep, your silence pulled me far too deep. The clock can slip without a sound, as hope kept circling around. Each passing minute softly pressed the truth I couldn't yet confess. A quiet ache grew in my chest, a tender pain that knows me best. And through the dim and patient air, I felt your absence everywhere. Even when the night felt long, silence proved my love was strong. The call that never came tonight left me but left you quiet, lingering here. For every ring I hoped would fall became the night I missed your call. A single phrase stayed in my throat, a fragile half unwritten note. It trembled close to reaching you, but froze before it followed through. Its echo lingers in my chest, a quiet ache I can't arrest. And in the space it never crossed, I feel the weight of what was lost. The words I couldn't give that night still flicker in the fading light. Even though the moment passed, their shadow holds me tight and fast. Your footsteps drift beyond my mind, a distant trace I still can't find. The silence you left in your wake outlives the sound my voice could make. If I had spoken one soft line, perhaps your hand would still meet mine. Yet through the hush that stayed instead, I live with things I never said. Even when the years move on, unspoken words refuse to be gone. The words I couldn't give that night still flicker in the fading light. Even though the moment passed, their shadow holds me tight and fast. They drift like ghosts inside the air, a truth too delicate to bear. And every time the night turns deep, those missing lines return to speak. The dawn arrives, the hurt remains, a quiet pulse within my veins. For love I failed to bring to voice still haunts the silence of my choice.
Kept your message on my phone, half-written words I couldn't know. They linger there, trembling light, too soft to send, too close to mine. Each night I read it one more time, a quiet ache and borrowed rhyme. And in the glow of pale blue light, I meet the man who lost the fight. The draft I never sent to you still holds the truth I couldn't do. Even when I try to move, your name returns, it doesn't lose. The screen reflects my tired face, a fading hope I can't erase. silent words still pull me near, like echoes only I can hear. If I had pressed the final key, would you have turned your heart to me? But now that line remains unsaid, a love suspended, left for dead. Even when I try again, unsent words remain the same. The draft I never sent to you still holds the truth I couldn't do. Even when I try to move, your name returns, it doesn't lose. A quiet glow inside the dark still burns me with its subtle mark. And in that silent, tapped out plea, I face the man I used to be. The night grows thin, the screen fades out, but leaves behind a trace of doubt. For every word I couldn't send stays with me where the nights don't end.
The rain begins its gentle fall, a softened rhythm barely small. It paints the window in a haze and loosens thoughts of crowded days. A quiet warmth begins to grow between the drops that fall so slow, and in that calm, uncertain hue, I feel my heart turn something new. Soft rain through the window pane washes off my hidden pain. Even when the world feels tight, peace returns in muted light. The blurry streets, the fading view, transform the gray to something true. A quiet hum beneath the sky unfolds the fears I kept too high. A tender breath along my skin invites the stillness drifting in, and through the cool and steady fall, I hear my pulse grow gentle, small. Even when the rain feels cold, warmth inside begins to hold. Soft rain through the window pane washes off my hidden pain. Even when the world feels tight, peace returns in muted light. A single drop rolls down the glass, like moments I can't grasp or pass. Yet in its slow descending glide, I find the calm I lost inside. The rain grows thin, the light returns, but leaves a softness as it burns. For every drop that touched my day left quiet hope alone.